Yo, 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 yo. This your boy, man, Jersey Pro, coming live with an update on this Kennika Jenkins situation. As I just found out that they just leaked these photos of her um actually in the freezer. I just have a couple things to say about this. Basically, let's go back. Let me see. Let's go to Facebook real quick. So, I was just on Facebook, my dumb ass. Okay, so what I've noticed, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if you notice that her face, for one, that I noticed, her face is not really bruised or anything like that. It looks like her nose is a little crooked. Her hair is like disarrayed. I'm thinking that, well, my theory is, and this is only my theory, but my theory, what could have happened to her, what it was a lot of things going on. Don't forget her brother allegedly supposedly killed somebody, and it's supposed to be a retaliation thing. I think someone drugged this girl. Personally, I think somebody drugged her. I don't think she was. They said they found like all kinds of stuff in her system. Like I said before, alcohol don't do that. um she didn't lock herself in the freezer. Because I actually have a freezer like that at my job, and it's a button you press to get out the freezer. Now, if you look at this girl's feet, okay, if you look on the wall right here, let me see if I can. I'm gonna go to brush. Okay, if you look here, that's blood splatter right there. Okay, that's blood splatter. Um, her feet around this area, it looks like she was definitely dragged, and that doesn't come from within the freezer. That comes from somewhere outside the freezer. I'm thinking she was maybe dragged in that little area. Let me see if I can pull it up. If I can pull up the area where she was. Okay. Now, this freezer hasn't been used in so long, they said. That's what they said. But what's this right here? Looks like blood right there. If you look at her shoes, matter of fact, let me come out. Let me zoom in. Okay. Hold on. All right. Look at her shoes, bro. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you look at this area right here of her shoes, right? That area right here, all this consistent with this area of her feet. Looks like she was basically dragged on her right side. This whole side of her body right here was dragged. You can see the wetness on her pants. Look at her pants. She was dragged. Look at her feet. Look at her feet out here. Look at the shoes right here. Because I'm pretty sure the other side of her shoe is not as bad as this part of her shoe. You feel me? She was dragged in there. Why is her lip gloss right here? Like, why is her lip, like, she was dragged in there, bro. As far as her shoes concerned, I don't know how this one get way up here. Looks like she probably put up a fight, but I can assure y'all it was probably like a rape attempt, but I doubt she was raped. Actually, like, I doubt that they actually can do it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the simple fact that if you look at her pants, it looks to me, and this is just, my hypothesis or whatever, my guess, but it looks to me like the type of underwear or whatever she has on is like maybe some like boy shorts, like some boxer brief boy shorts. Now, it doesn't look like her pants is unbuttoned in the front. But if you pull her pants down, if you used to actually pull her pants down and try to pull them back up, don't you guys think that maybe all of her underwear would be like bunched up to the top of her pants? Now, I don't know how she was found. I don't know if she was found like this when they opened the freezer, or was she found sitting up? Because there's a picture that shows her sitting up. I don't know if they, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But she was definitely dragged on this side of her body. She was dragged. She was definitely dragged. It's not too many places you can drag a person in that small ass freezer. So I don't know if she was dragged in there from outside, maybe. I don't know. But it's a lot going on. Judging by the icicles that's in here, you can tell it was cold as hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they found her like that, or if they actually found her like this, sitting up. Unless they rolled her over, and that's what happened. Yeah, okay, all right. Common sense, Jersey, common sense. Okay, so yeah, so basically, she was found like this, okay? And after the police took the pictures like this, they then rolled her. That's why her hair looks like that, okay? When they rolled her over, they found her like this. When they rolled her over, her face was against the floor. That's probably why her nose is turned and her lips is like, her whole face is kind of leaning towards the left like that. And her hair is kind of flat. Her hair is like kind of flat in this area right here. But personally, I think for somebody to edit this shit, for somebody to actually sit here and take time out to edit like all these videos and shit. Yeah, she was laying on her stomach. They just rolled her over like that, and her body was so badly frozen that's how it turned out. I personally think it's crazy. It's crazy how, this is why I tell my fiance to watch what she do when she goes out and stuff like that. When she goes to hang out with her friends, she talking about going to Vegas and stuff like that, because you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful, because people, you never know, man. People have it out for you, man. Like, it's not an accident. Somebody did this to her. There's no way in hell she did all that walking around and her hair was alright. Well, her hair was a little messed up when she was walking around, but at the end of the day, she was intact. Her clothes was clean. How did she get so dirty? How did this clean girl walking into this freezer, walking around, how did this clean person like end up so dirty? Like, how? So someone explain that to me. Like how is this possible that this little girl can, and this is why I tell these kids nowadays, they walking around and they think they grown and shit. They think they grown. What kind of hotel is this anyway that they could be this loud and they could actually make all this noise and shit? Make all that noise and nobody did anything. They tried to say that dude had something to do with it. Look how fucked up she was. Look at her. Look how she's stumbling and shit. Come on, man. That's not alcohol, bro. She was fucked up. They had her. Then they trying to say somebody pulled her and all this other shit. I think somebody really was like slick following her. Or because, but how come there's no videos whatsoever showing anybody like going into the kitchen area? It's only showing her. They saying that it's edited. But she was fucked up. Now I do know, for one, that a lot of places like restaurants, they do not have a lot of cameras in the kitchen area, because it's like a lot of jobs I worked at, like Olive Garden and stuff like that. the cameras are they really don't allow recording in the kitchen for recipe reasons. They don't want to give out recipes, have people. It's some shit. They told me some shit at Olive Garden that's the reason why they don't allow recordings in the kitchen too much around the food area. But if I pause this, right, let me show y'all something. Okay, so back here is where she walked at, is where the freezer is. If you go like I'm gonna draw it, but but if you go like up and you make a left up there, that's where the freezer is. Directly straight all the way back there. That's where the freezer is. Okay, so if you was to go up this alley right here, and you make a left right here, and you go all the way to the back, that's where the freezer is, and it's on the right. You feel me? That's where it's at. So they're saying that there's no camera right there. Now I can slick understand that it's probably no camera angle right there. Cameras only angle in certain places. A lot of cameras don't move. So it could possibly been somebody back here, I'm guessing. Because there's no other video showing nobody entering that kitchen. Now I heard that there's other ways to come in through that kitchen. Like I actually heard there's other ways in that kitchen than just that way she came in. You know what I'm saying? But when she walked back there, when she goes back there, the freezer is straight there. See what I'm saying? She was never seen again. Now look, check this out. Let me go back. Look, now look. Pay close attention. Pay real close attention to this wall right here. Hold on. Right there. Alright, look where that red dot is. I want y'all to look at that wall before the video ends. And you tell me you're going to see a lot of movement. You're going to see a lot of reflections off that wall. Watch. Watch this. See it? Watch. See it? See what I'm saying? It's some shit going on. Now the police ain't got nothing to do with this shit. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. The police don't have anything to do with this at all. You know what I'm saying? The police ain't got nothing to do with it at all. It's not a cover up by the police. Now I'm thinking it's a cover up by security in that hotel. Security guards have a lot to do with this. Somebody in security, somebody that has access to videos into shit like that. You know, that's who could did this crime, not the dude that walked back there, because he only followed her. If you seen that video where the dude was walking after she was walking, he was only like there for like 3 minutes, and then the video cut, and then they show him walking back like 3 minutes later. Ain't no way in hell he could have did all that in 3 minutes. But I'm thinking that it was security. It had something to do with either security or someone that has access to it. They didn't want no bad name to go on a hotel. But I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. This is a big conspiracy, man. I don't understand why they can't really find out who did this and why they did it or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's sad though. But this is a lesson to all the youngins, man. Be careful, man, of who you with, of your surroundings. Stop with that gangster shit, trying to be gangsters. Everybody trying to be fucking gangbanging and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, this girl was a so-called gangbanger, and she walked in a hotel with like 4 bitches, and she died alone, my nigga. She was walking around that bitch by herself. Where was all your friends at? If that's your dog, they ain't gonna let you go out their sight. So I would definitely call the friends and find out what the fuck was y'all at when all this shit was going on, because this shit right here is ridiculous. This don't make no sense, man. But R.I.P. Kennika, man. And y'all do what y'all think right about this. But this is crazy.